We are doing something slightly different outside of my norm, but it is 100% a part of who I am, which is the whole point of my soft reboot series, is just showing you more of me. And one thing you should know about me is I am a book girly, like real bad. All I do is read all day, whether it's a physical book or on my iPad or even on my phone, does not matter. I tend to read my ass off. So I am going to share with y'all the books that I am planning to read in October. Even though how well this works, I do not know. I tend to be a person who, if I see a good book, I pick it up and I just read it. I don't know how this is gonna go. I don't know, but we will make sure we do a monthly wrap up by the end of this, so we can see if I actually stuck to my TBR or how far off I ventured. Yeah, let's just see. I'm going to jump in first with the book that I'm currently reading, even though this technically doesn't count because it's September still. And by the time I post this, it'll be October 1st. It shouldn't count. And by the time you see this, I'll probably be done with it. But I'm going to include it anyway because I am obsessed with this book. And it is Listen for the Lie by Amy Tintera, I believe. I love this book, okay? I am very much a psychological thriller girl. I love a thriller real bad. Even though I do have to force myself not to jump to see who did it because sometimes the suspense really be killing me. And I know that's the part of it, but like, I need to know. I have questions. Am I right in my choice? And I'm not doing it. That is a bad habit that I used to have. I am breaking it. So I have no idea how this book ends. But this is one of those books that actually has me question, like, well, did she actually do it? One thing I do love about this book also is that there's a podcast mixed into it. So you're reading the actual story and a podcast, which is following the investigation into a cold case. And the main character's best friend was killed 5 years ago. Well, she doesn't remember it. She showed up the very next morning after they found her body, covered in blood, covered in mud, looking an absolute train wreck. But she had no memory to this day of what happened that night. She has no idea if she killed her best friend or not, just that she doesn't know. She doesn't know. That's the whole thing. And so this podcaster named, I think his name is Ben, is trying to figure out if she's the actual killer or not. And we're gonna have to solve this mystery together because I still have no idea. Like the lack of memory is really throwing me because like, what do you mean you don't remember? And even though you don't remember, like, so did you do it? Is that why you don't remember? Did you hide it because you couldn't believe you did it? I don't know. I am about halfway through this book and I cannot put it down. Like, I absolutely adore this book. So I am going to highly recommend it. I probably shouldn't have included this on my TBR. It should have been on my wrap up, but I'm going to include it anyway. Check this book out. Geneva Rose happens to be one of my favorite authors. I've read at least 2 or 3 of her books already, and there's more. So The Perfect Divorce was just released, and it is the sequel to The Perfect Marriage. One of my all-time favorite books. I love that book so dearly. It's one of my favorite psychological thriller, mystery, whichever category you want to put in it, because like I kind of see those two as synonymous, but I'm sure someone will correct me in the comments and tell me that that is not at all the case, and that's okay. I welcome it. I'm kind of new to the book talk, book reader, booktube. I don't even know if YouTube has one. I'm kind of new to this side of things, so we're just gonna see what happens here. Yeah, but I see them as the same. Someone correct me if they are absolutely not. But The Perfect Divorce has me because I love The Perfect Marriage so much. And it's just a continuation, of course, of that original. Sarah in the original book had to defend her husband Adam in the murder of his mistress. I will not ruin it and tell you what happened, how the trial went, whether Adam did it or not. I won't tell you any of that. What I will say that in this new book, Sarah has moved on, remarried, and she's actually going through another divorce when new evidence is found in Adam's case that's causing the case to be reopened. Well, what happens here? Because of it's killing me not being able to say like what happened in the first book, but I don't want to ruin it for anyone who has not read it yet. Read both of these books. Well, I can't really say both. I can say read The Perfect Marriage. I'm going to read The Perfect Divorce this month, and I'll tell you at the end of October whether or not I recommend it, but I'm sure I do because she doesn't miss. Miss Rose does not miss. I adore her books. I also read Home is Where the Bodies are Buried, or something like that, or Home is Where the Bodies Are, something like that. Love that book. Very slow start. Absolutely worth it. If y'all want some recommendations on books that I've read though, like, we can add that to the list too. Like, this whole series is just me being me. It's not just about the wrestling fan that I am or the makeup girl that I am. Just, you're getting straight up Clarissa. It's why I'm barely going to edit this video. Like, you're going to see me stumble over words. You're going to see me be crazy. You know, it is what it is, you know? Like, if not now, when? You Shouldn't Have Come Here is also on my list of books that I want to read, and I'm not gonna lie to y'all, it's solely because of who wrote it. I will read anything that lady writes. I don't care. If she wrote it, give it to me. Give it to me because I know it's gonna be good. Now with this one, Grace is needing an escape and ends up on a ranch in Wyoming, I believe. Ends up falling in love with the ranch owner, even though there's like some mystery going on inside that town because someone is missing. The closer her date to leave and go back to the real world gets, the crazier things are going to end up for her. Again, I'm solely reading this because of the author and because I know she's going to have so many twists that I have no idea where this book is going to go. Every book I've picked up, The Perfect Marriage and Home is Where the Bodies Are, and there's one more and I just can't remember the title, I believe. I absolutely changed at least 7 times who I think did it or who I think will do it. So, had to include this one also. If you can't tell, my theme for October is really going to be more thriller than romance, mostly because I'm going to come across random cozy romances, and I'm not going to lie to you, I have one cozy fall romance, but it is a fan fiction. I love that. Don't judge me. Do not judge me. Do not judge me. But that's the only like fall romance one that I could think about the most. So if y'all have a suggestion on one, drop it in the comments because I love a good romance. Love a good romance, but we're sticking to mystery thriller-ish stuff for October as much as we possibly can because we are also reading The Wife Before by Shanora Williams. In this one, the main character seems to be living the life a lot of us want to live, which is she's married to a rich man and she's living a soft life. But she comes across the journals of his first wife, and it's going to make her realize that things are not quite what they seem. I love a wife mystery. I love a husband-wife couple type of thing where one of them could be a killer. One of them may know what happened to the killer. There is a very long line of books that I've read that all follow that. The New Mrs., The Perfect Wife, The Perfect Marriage, The Other Woman. I love those types of books. So I'm thinking this one might fall into that category. I could be wrong. I don't know. I'll let y'all know at the end of the month because, again, very excited for this one. I'm including this one because I keep seeing the book every time I walk into a store. And I keep hearing about it on TikTok. And it's Butcher and Blackbird by Brian Weaver, I believe. This one is kind of nuts because these are both murderers. Yes, murderers who are going to become friends and possibly even more. And I don't even know what the conflict is going to be here because the conflict is the fact that you both think that's okay. And it looks like this one is a series, which is a problem for me because anytime a series pops up, I kind of have to stop and read the entire series. So we're going to save this one till a little bit towards the end of the month. I don't know how this is going to go. I don't know. If y'all have read this book, should I be as nervous about this one as I am? Now, these last two, one is a reread and one is a continuation because I never finished the series. And first is Restore Me by J.L. Seegers. This is a reread because I just simply adore this book. It is such a good book. And watching everything play out as the book goes on is just, it's beautiful. If you have not read this book, I implore you to go get it immediately. I'll include everything in my monthly wrap up because we're going to talk about it. If anything, I should see if the girls want to start a book club because I could go for a book club right now. I could go for a book club. If y'all want to start a book club, we should start a book club. And finally, I love Kennedy Ryan, y'all. I love Kennedy Ryan so bad. Oh my God, I love Kennedy Ryan. I have been waiting to read this book since it came out. However, I love Before I Let Go so badly that I did not want to touch this book until Can't Get Enough came out. And while I don't have Can't Get Enough in my possession at this exact moment, it will be soon. I tend to read more on my Libby app or my Kindle than I only really buy books that I absolutely love, but because it was Kennedy Ryan, I went ahead and did it. I know that sounds kind of crazy though, right? Like, what do you mean you buy the books that you're going to reread? Like, shouldn't you just buy it the first time? I don't know. I really do miss physical books though. Like, I miss reading this way. So I think I might start back. I'm supposed to be on the no buy this month, but like, books don't count, do they? Books don't count. No, of course. Again, I love me some Kennedy Ryan. I also really want to read Kingmaker because once upon a time, someone told me that Kingmaker gave them Olivia and Fitz vibes from Scandal. We might, but at the moment, this is the only one scheduled for October, and we'll see if it stays that way. I don't know. I don't know, because if you give me Kennedy Ryan anything, I will read it. Before I Let Go was such a good book. I love Kennedy. So we're going to jump into this one next. So that is my October TBR. I'm trying to keep it as short as possible simply because I know me and I will run into several other books along the way that I want to add on. So we'll see how this ends up going. Let me know what you guys are planning to read for October, or if you have any suggestions on things that I should read for October or November, but especially December, because that is going to be simply Christmas books. And I just love a good holiday romance, okay? I am a Christmas baby. I love a Christmas romance. Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know down in the comments. Also, don't forget, I was serious about that. Should we start a book club? Because we can start a book club. We can do that. We can make that happen. Just let me know in the comments, and I'll figure out if we need a Discord, a Facebook group, whatever, and we can pick a book every month, read it, and talk about it. Like, that actually sounds so fun. We should start a book club. Y'all should want to join a book club with me. You should. I'm fun, okay? I'm funny. Make sure y'all subscribe to my channel, like this video, and turn on your post notifications so that you're notified every time I post. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye.